you familiar with a professor and author by the name of Jim Collins?
Very, yeah, I think I see some of his work, yes.
He's written one of the best-selling business books of all time called Good to Great. And that's one of his many books. He was
Mhm.
also a professor in Colorado for years. I believe he's a rock climber as well, an interesting guy. I've heard him
Jack of
speak,
all trades type of person, yeah.
and he's known for leadership and analysis of why some companies, good to great, why some companies do well, but others surpass them. What are
Mhm.
those characteristics that do that? One of the things he speaks about is, not surprisingly, leadership. And you have different styles of leadership and different personalities of leaders.
Mhm.
But in his studies, he says that one key element is a leader with humility.
Humility. Yeah.
Humility. So
I can see that, yeah.
we think, oh, humility, that's that I want a tough guy. I don't want somebody who's humble. Well,
Mhm.
people are confusing humility with courage, with chutzpah. You can have
Yeah.
humility because that doesn't affect making the tough decisions. Humility is about sharing the credit when things go well, because you
Yeah.
recognize that it's your team that made it happen, but also accepting responsibility when things go badly. So there's an expression that success has 1,000 fathers and failure is an orphan. So that, oh, I was involved in the startup of Google,
Mhm.
as opposed to, yeah, I was there when Theranos failed, one of my proudest achievements. Nobody wants to take credit for their role in Theranos. I was just an employee. Even the
Yeah.
leaders say, it wasn't me. We were getting pressure from the board. Or
Yeah.
I
It's
was
always
getting
like
bad
pushing the blame.
information from head of development.
And I think that stunts your possible development as well. Because if you can't accept a defeat or accept that someone went wrong and you're at fault, it limits how much you can learn from that situation as well. I think that people, like, if they fail in a big time company, they'll push it under the ground instead of learning from it and bouncing back in a positive way. They'll just be like, "Oh, that wasn't me. I don't have nothing to do with it."
Right. Well, also, it affects your ability to motivate colleagues and employees and teams and create loyalty.
Mhm.
If a success comes in and you get up and during that newspaper or a TV interview, you're talking about what a great job I just did introducing this product. When I came here, we were doing nothing good. We were losing money, but I turned this around by myself.
Mhm.
All your direct reports and everybody under them's thinking, well, for the last three
No
years, you're
credit.
telling us about how we're in this together
Yeah,
to make this successful. Now you go on and it's all about you. No, that doesn't work for
that
me.
doesn't work.
Right. And by the same token, um, if something fails, that's where the excuses
That's
start.
someone else's fault. It's the developer's fault.
It's like, yes, like again, as we just said, hey, product was telling me this was going to be ready. It's not my fault. I'll get rid of everybody in product. I'll get rid of those leaders and I'll get rid of the other people who lied to me and who didn't do what they were supposed to do. But I'm the guy to keep running this company.
Yeah.
So, or a woman to keep running this company because we're equal opportunity here.
Inclusivity, yes.
Yes. So humility is that last one.
Mhm. Wow. I honestly, looking at Chutzpah before we met today, I did not think there was this much to unpack. There's so much wealth of knowledge within these 8 letters. Is it eight or is it nine?
Hey,
8 letters. There's such a wealth of knowledge with these 8 letters. And honestly, I think that this word has become more important to me just because I feel like it encompasses a lot of ideas that other, I guess, phrases in a way will take in, like the moral compass of the world, like diligence, that kind of stuff. That's all encompassed within this chutzpah term, and I think that's very, very powerful in a way that it's very you can communicate about it very easily too, and just the fact that each of these letters could equate a word that was so well thought out, like zigzag. I would have never thought of zigzag in a million years, but it makes sense when you describe it. And really, I
the intention
sincerely
was to
appreciate you taking
create
the
a
time to do
model that was memorable, that people could say, "Oh, I'm facing this issue. Which of those characteristics might work right now?"
like, what should I pull on in a way?
Right. What should I focus on? So when I do the presentations or the workshops, I tell people, don't think in terms of I'm going to implement all 8 of these as soon as I get back to work.
Yeah,
I'm going to make sure my team is doing
yeah,
all 8 of these. No,
exactly.
focus on one, maybe two. And then maybe the next quarter, you add another one. But
Mhm.
get people thinking about carpe diem. You have a desk filled with paperwork. You have projects on your mind. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Get them done. You have ideas you've been holding off on presenting. You're not speaking up in meetings and we're looking for innovative thoughts. Carpe diem, seize the day. That's what we're going to focus on for the following quarter. And then the next quarter, maybe you're working on handling objections.
That's
So
seriously.
that's the way I suggest people use it.